Good morning, everybody. Give everybody a chance to get on here. Good morning to all my members. It's not always possible for me to get on here in the mornings and post an update anymore to let you guys know I'm coming on. I'm just banking on the fact that you guys remember I'm here every morning. Hello to all the members. Hello to everybody who's watching. If you're watching for the first time, or if you're just new to my channel or to Tracy Horseman Medium, please remember that, first of all, a couple things to note. Remember the date today, because if you're seeing this afterwards, don't call me because I'm not live anymore. It is what is it today? Wednesday, April 24th, and from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm live, but for members only today. So what members is members of the THM Club. So if you're not sure what the THM Club is, you can go to my Facebook page. In the notes section of my Facebook page, there is a note titled Introducing the THM Club. And that's where you can find all the information about the perks and benefits of the THM Club. One of them being I go live twice a week just for my members, nobody else. I know a lot of people struggle trying to get through on the Tuesday show, so that's why I kind of came up with the THM Club, because it's my way to be able to help you guys without costing an arm and a leg, and give you guys a better chance at being able to get through. Wow, I gotta say, it's really hard for me to concentrate today. It's not usually this overwhelming on members days, so this is interesting. But let's just get right into messages, because I can't even explain it. I was excited to come home and do this all morning, like in an unusual way. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. So here we go. Let's go. Hello. Woo. Hi, you're live with Tracy, but I can hear my big mouth in the background. Can you?
I just turned you off.
Perfect. Are you a member?
I am. I just signed up last night. It's Tiffany.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Give me one. I don't even need my book then. So I've never read for you before then, correct?
No. Actually, I've only been watching for about 2 weeks.
That's interesting. That explains the excitement. Were you hearing me? Did you hear what I said in the beginning of this? When all morning I woke up with this like excitement, like, woohoo, let's get going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Like I could not wait for the live readings, which I do every day now.
I've had the, I guess, urge to call in for 2 or 3 days now. And so.
That's funny. So this morning you're like, today's the day. Woohoo! I could feel your loved ones all up my butt too.
I'm in Newfoundland, so there's 3.5 hours difference. So I'm all morning waiting for 12:30 to come so I can turn you on.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I could definitely feel it, Tiffany. Okay, awesome. So you've heard my description, even though you're a new member. Have you heard my description of how I read and whatnot?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. It's just very important that you understand that we got to work together. Okay, so let's see who this is. There's a couple of people here. I know this for sure already, but I like to start with a grounding exercise. So if I can get you to sit somewhere where your feet are flat on the floor, and then what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes, and when I'm done talking, I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me 1 minute to focus.
Sure.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So Tiffany, so bear with me here, because when you first do the grounding exercise, it's kind of like I see the stage curtain open, and then I call it the puzzle dump, because there's a whole bunch of information coming at me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you everything that I'm seeing, and we'll go back and figure out how it fits afterwards, okay?
Okay, perfect.
So the first thing I'm aware of is that, well, I think there's right away, there's definitely a lady. She takes me like one above, so I don't know if this is mom or grandma, but she's definitely taking me like one above. There's a there's a feeling of confusion around her. I'm not entirely sure if it's around her or the other person that's here as well, because I'm seeing another person there. This person's energy, I'm not sure. There's some confusion around them as well. But then I'm getting a definite disconnect. Okay, how do I explain that? Like there's another family coming in, almost like in-laws or are you married, hun? Yeah, so you've got in-laws coming through as well, because there's another family that's not related to you, but just as pushy, let me tell you, letting you know that they are going to have something to say today too. Okay, so I want to go to the lady that's showing me, there's a lot of love and nurturing that she just sent your way, and she shows me like one above. I think this is grandma, because your mom's still here in the physical world, right?
Yes.
So, but her mom is passed, correct?
No, my dad's mom has passed. My mom's mom is still here.
Okay, but does dad's mom, do you understand the distance or the space that she keeps showing me? So either she lived a distance away from you before she passed, or she's been on the other side for some time?
Both, yeah.
And then she's also taking me to the head, which is my symbol and making me feel some confusion and showing me my symbol for inability to communicate. I feel like she's taking me to the last month or week or something of her life. Was she unable to communicate towards the end?
She was, yes.
But it doesn't feel like Alzheimer's or dementia or something. It feels like this was right at the end. If it was Alzheimer's dementia, she didn't live with it for years. It's right at the end that this took over. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yes. She she had cancer, and then I guess at the end she was, I believe it was like a week before she passed, she wasn't coherent at all.
So that's exactly what she's saying to me right now. And she's like blowing kisses and so extremely excited to be here. She's pointing to my cross. Was she quite religious?
Maybe not really. Like she was, but it's not something we talked about a lot. We both knew that it existed. We just never talked about it.
Interesting, because she's pointing to the cross, which is my symbol for faith. I feel like sometimes the dead say this, and I know it sounds weird, but they do. She's like, it's real, it's real, it's real. We're all okay. We're okay. We're over here. We're all together. There's a reason why she's saying it this way. Then she's showing me the person with white lighters all around them. So white lighters are beings on the other side that are pure white light, and typically they surround somebody. Well, their job is to help souls heal. So typically I will see them surround somebody who either takes responsibility for their passing, committed suicide, or whose passing was sudden, unexpected, or traumatic in such a way that there is a lot of healing needed for the soul that passed or the people that are still here. Because she's bringing this person, I almost want to say child, I'm not sure, but she's bringing this person forward. It's definitely underneath of her, which would be younger than her. And she's wanting to, there's a feeling of reassurance that please know that I have the child. I think it's a child. Somebody lost a child or a baby. Because she's overwhelmingly trying to reassure that the child is there. I don't think it's a baby. I think it's a child. Does your dad have a brother or a sibling that's on the other side?
Yes, actually, there's two. My nan has had two children who passed away at a young age.
Whew, I just got goosebumps up and down my whole body. Because she's bringing them forward. And like I said, there's a huge feeling of reassurance around this, that letting you know that they're all together and perfectly fine on the other side. She's making it a point to let you know that you don't take the illness with you on the other side, which is a strange thing to say. So give me a second. I'm seeing the white blanket going around Dad's shoulders. So the white blanket is my symbol for watching over somebody who has health or stress issues. Has Dad been going through something recently? And she's showing me
Actually,
distance.
Dad has passed away. He passed away 5 years ago.
That's why she's saying it that way, because even right when you were answering, I'm like, she's showing me distance or space, which would be that he's been separated from you for some time. So what this is her way of bringing Dad forward, and interesting. So what she's doing is she's first of all wanting to let you know that she watched over Dad before he got to that side, because she passed away before him, correct?
Correct, yes.
That's why she's showing me putting the white blanket around his shoulders and talking about how we don't carry the illness to that side. Was Dad ill for some time, hun?
For a couple of years, yeah, on and off.
Because that's why she would say it to me that way. Because your dad needs you to know that he's free. He just showed me unzipping his body on that side, and that, I know it sounds gross, but it's Spirit's way of letting you know that they're free of that restriction that the physical body held for them. He also takes me to the head. I feel like your dad, he just put on some rose-colored glasses, hun. Rose-colored glasses is my symbol for when Spirit sees things differently on that side than they did when they were here in the physical world. And okay. I just hear, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. When Spirit overemphasizes something, it's usually an indication that they didn't say it enough here in the physical world. And then I'm not...
Yeah, it was not something we said a whole lot. I mean, like, you know, we both knew it, but it was never something we said a lot of.
It's interesting because even as you say that, he's taking some responsibility. It's almost like, hey, what is he trying to show me? Give me a second here.
Sure.
He's showing me learning. He's talking about how you've learned to find your voice, and you've been learning to speak up for yourself and to say what you need, but that hasn't always been easy for you, because I feel like he taught you not to talk about your emotions, not to say what you need. Like, that's not our focus. So this has been hard for you to learn how to communicate your feelings. Especially in the relationship with your husband, that I'm seeing the hands going apart, coming together, which is my symbol for some stress. And your dad is taking some responsibility in this, in the sense that he kind of modeled that behavior for you. So you grew up thinking that was okay. And then there's a feeling, and I think this is why your in-laws are coming through as well, because as soon as I'm talking about this, I can feel their energy. And I think the feeling is there's a huge gratitude that the two of you have been able to work through this together. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we've had some ups and downs. I mean, our whole relationship has been a roller coaster from day one, really, and it's been almost 8 years. So.
And that's why your dad is taking some responsibility for that, in the sense that because see, these are the generational chains. Have you heard me talk about the chains before that we hand down from generation to generation?
I have, yeah.
And so he wants you to know that, see, you learning to find your voice, and I can feel it's a work in progress. He said, it's a work in progress, Tracy. She's still working on this. But the second that you start getting so much better at finding your voice and speaking what you need, everything starts getting better around you. I really feel like you've got to take those feelings and get them out. They're stressing how important that is. And I don't think anybody's ever said it to me that way before. Do you have trouble talking about your emotions?
Yeah, we don't. Not to my emotions, really, I don't think. But, you know, our communication is not the greatest. Right now he's gone away for work, so he's back and forth. And I really hate that because, you know.
Yeah.
We have kids, and well, I have kids, and
oh boy, does your dad ever get excited when you talk about the kids? So before you brought up kids, he's showing me going together, coming apart, and just wanting you to know that he's very proud of you for just the way that you are. How do I explain that? Learning to break a chain that he was never able to do in his lifetime. He could never find the strength, the courage, and the will to be able to speak about his emotions. And the fact that you are learning to do that more and more every day, he just needs you to know how proud he is of you. Okay, so when I go to the kids, is there 3?
Well, I have 2 myself, and I have a stepson as well.
Oh, that's perfect, because your dad shows me 3 children. You love that stepson like he was your own, though, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Because your dad doesn't show me 2 kids and 1, like, okay, these are my biological and that's like his kid. He's like, I have 3 grandchildren, Tracy. He loves them so much. And he's talking about what a good grandma you are. But are you a distance or a space away from some of them?
Nope.
What is this?
All
What?
live me.
Okay, I'm hearing grandma and mom at the same time. So hold on a second, because grandma's coming in telling me I just said something funny, although I don't hear myself talking, so I don't know what it is. Give me a second.
Sure.
I see. So there's 2 messages that kind of came through in one there. There's something about grandma and a distance or a space, so not being able to see them as often as she wants, but that's not you. That's your mom, because you're not a grandma yet. And then dad is thanking you. I don't know. It's more than thank you. So do you understand? Let's start with where the first word kind of thing. So he's acknowledging the distance or the space that she doesn't always get to be as much of a grandma as she wants to. Do you understand what that means?
I do, yeah. She's 2 hours away from me.
There you go. And then there's a gratitude for the way that you kind of go above and beyond to try to make sure that you help with that. Do you make it a point to go out? I'm seeing like every 2 weeks, or I don't know if this is 2 weeks or 2 months, but it's a repetitive. It's a pattern. It feels like every 2.
No, I wish I were, but we were just up 2 weeks ago.
Oh, there we go.
But no, that was the first time we were up since before Christmas, actually. But I mean, she's out all the time, so.
Your dad loves your mom, hey?
Yeah.
I gotta say, he's overemphasizing that emotion for me, not with words, just with feeling it, like the Care Bear stare almost. I can feel it going through my bones, how much he loves her. And when I asked you that, he goes, say it again, say it again, say it again. So I know he's trying to overemphasize because, again, maybe he didn't get a chance to say that to your mom. Were they married like a long time?
Yeah, it was like 43 years or something. They were together since like she was 18.
He's showing me the most beautiful girl in the room. I feel like he had to work hard to earn her, is the way he's making me feel. Like she was a prize almost. Like, and then he's showing me my symbol for communication and gratitude. I'm wanting to thank her for the life that she gave him. But again, he says this with rose-colored glasses. So please know that as he's saying, thank you for the life that you gave me, he's saying that knowing that he could have done a better job here in the physical world than he did. Does that make sense?
I guess so.
So I want to talk about mom here. Hold on. Because he goes to mom, he shows me the rose, which is my symbol for anniversary or birthday or something that happens once a year.
Yeah, her birthday is coming up.
This is interesting. So he kisses your cheek and he's like, you got this, you got this, you got this. Oh, that's so weird. Before you called in, were you wondering a question, Tiffany? Did you have a question in your mind, like, should I or shouldn't I? Will it happen or won't it happen? Like there was a clear yes or no that you needed an answer to?
Yeah, kind of. Me and my husband have kind of been going through the process of fostering children, and, I kind of wanted to know if Dad is seeing all this, because, from my past, which was totally different from what now and my future is, I just want him to, I guess, be aware of what's happening now and what I am becoming.
Because you know what? He is showing me in a more powerful way than Spirit usually does that it's a resounding yes. Yes, 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 yes. So when I did my sage and my blessing before I go live, I do my sage and my blessing every day before I go live, before I do any reading. So what I do is I put a little bit of sage in the bowl and then I just light it like you would incense and let it burn out. And sometimes, depending on what spirit comes through and who it is, but every once in a while, spirit will make a picture in the sage. One time I had a girl come to see me and the sage made a paw print. And when she sat down, she had a paw print tattoo for her uncle who was a vet. And stuff like that. But today, and I haven't had a picture in my sage for a while now, actually, like a month. But today there was a picture in the sage. And spirit, whenever there's a picture, it screams at me, take the picture! Take the picture! And I didn't know who it was going to be for today, but your dad's showing me this in my head right now. And you know what the picture was? It was a big letter Y. I will send it to you when we get off of here because it's for you. That's the answer to your question is yes, 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 yes. But the reason why he put the Y in the sage is because he needs you to know that he's not simply watching. He's not just observing. He's there with you, experiencing this life with you. See, your dad keeps talking about how far you've come and how proud he is of you. And he's showing me that you've done all this despite the way that the roadblocks that you had growing up or the challenges. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so that's why he's going above and beyond to actually burn the answer into the sage so that you know that the signs and symbols that you're seeing all around you, those are real. Those are really real.
You say that because I've been seeing like 1111 and 111 for days. Like,
yeah. That's your dad. You keep saying, Dad, is this going to happen? Are we going to adopt these kids? Do you see this happening? And actually, now that you say that, I remember you messaging me that yesterday. So I went to my numerology chart and I just captioned it and sent it to you. And what did it say?
It said something about trusting my gut.
And following your intuition.
And following my intuition.
Which is a dual meaning. One, you are absolutely on the right track. You can feel it in your bones. You can feel it in your gut. And two, the other thing you feel in your gut and in your bones is your dad. He's whispering in your ear. Whether you are consciously aware that you hear him, you do.
Yeah, I question that too.
That's why he's burning it into the sage, to let you know that he actually does have the powers to be able to manifest synchronicity and coincidence. Hold on, he's trying to give me another example here. He's putting me in the car. I feel like, were you almost in an accident, or was there a situation that...
I was just in a car accident, I guess it was in February or January. It wasn't big. It was my first car accident. But
yeah, because he's going to that. He's showing me the accident, and he's saying that it wasn't worse than it was because he intervened. It's almost like I feel like I close my eyes and I'm expecting it to be just Crunch City, and I open them, and I can't believe that it was so minor. It should have been way worse.
Yeah.
Your dad said, sweetheart, that was me. You need to know that that was me. That I'm not...
I just got cold shivers.
Yeah, that's your dad's soul moving through you, giving you a soul hug, wanting you to know that you are not going through the rest of your life without him. He's not just some simple observer on the other side. He is very actively participating in your life, just in a different way. And he's extraordinarily proud of the way that you have overcome the challenges of your past and of the person that you are moving into being. Now he's pulling his energy back. It's funny, as I see him pull his energy back, I can see the lady over there. This is his mom, correct?
Yes.
She like kisses his head. She's like, good job. That's so funny. Oh, he's pulling his energy back. I hope that was helpful.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You have a great rest of your day, okay?
You too. Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love spirit. They are the coolest freaking things ever. People. They are the coolest people ever. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I don't know if this person has a membership because they're in the States and I don't think I have anyone. Hello?
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, you're live with me. However, do you have a membership, hun?
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Monday and Wednesday is for members only of the THM Club, and Tuesday and Thursday are open to everyone.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Call me back tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. See, that's the beauty of members days, is you don't have to fight 50,000 people to get through, right? You can just call in. Okay, let's see who this is. Hello?
Hi.
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 Are you...
It's Heather.
It's Heather Lewis?
Yes, that's me.
There we go. I got a good memory for names. Too bad I can't remember who all your dead people are. That would make the reading so much simpler.
I'm just amazed that I randomly try and I randomly catch you and I get through.
You know why? That's because it's Members Day, sweetie. So you don't have everybody in the world trying to call at the same time. Only members are allowed to call in on Members Day. So it's so much easier to get through.
Okay. All right, well, that's exciting for me.
Okay, so are you sharing your membership today?
What's that mean?
Well, when you have a membership, I allow you to share it with another person once or twice throughout the time. Are you with somebody else right now?
Just my son Lewis and my dogs and my birds.
Okay, I can just feel another person right beside you. So that's why I was like, oh, are you sharing with somebody else? Okay. So I know that I just did a reading for you not that long ago. So we're going to keep this a little bit short because...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because they're so funny. I don't even have to say because this person is like, let's get to it. Hold on. That's interesting. So can I get you to sit down for me, Heather? I can hear you doing a bunch of things in the background, but it's easier for me to focus on that energy if you're like concentrating as well. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, sitting.
Okay. It's funny because I think you have a grandmother on the other side too. She's so productive she can't sit still, Tracy. That's too funny.
That's true.
Okay. So let's do the grounding exercise. Help you get focused and grounded here, okay? You ready?
Ready.
So with both feet flat on the floor, I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight towards me and give me 1 minute to focus. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So again, Heather, you'll have to forgive me. I remember who you are. I don't remember who your loved ones are. I think I have a grandmother and a father figure coming through. See, the problem is after I've read for you a few times, they are not interested in telling me how they died every time.
Yeah, it's okay. My grandma, she raised me.
And the father that's to the side, maybe father-in-law or something, because he doesn't really...
Yeah, that's I'm pretty sure it's Lonnie. I just figured out he passed away on last week.
Oh yes, I remember that reading. Okay, so yes, they're both coming through, but is your son sick or something? Because as they're coming through, they're putting the white blanket around him, which is my symbol for health or stress.
Yeah, puking and pooping on Sunday, and then now last night he was crying randomly, and I was like, well, I want you just to sleep. I need to watch my movie. I just want to watch my movie. And then I was like, well, something's obviously wrong. So, and then he's just got a really nasty cough right now. But so do I.
Yeah, it's going around. And then was there a lot of Easter candy as well? I just keep seeing Easter.
Yeah, well, I think that's what he ate for breakfast was this chocolate lollipop thing.
That's why he's sick, because the dad figure is coming through going, well, gee, I wonder why he's sick. Ha, ha, ha. And
it was only that one day, though. That's it. And then after he was better, but right now he's still,
But see,
I wasn't even going to bring him to daycare today. I was like, I don't know.
Well, see, what happens is if there is a germ that's trying to invade our body, and then instead of giving it good food so it can fight that germ off, we give it a bunch of crap, then the germ is able to overtake our body. So even if we don't keep eating the crap, the germ has overtaken. So now we have to give our body time to get that sorted out again.
Okay.
He's going to be fine. Just that can I just say father for lack, because I don't know what else to call him. It's just he feels like a father figure. I got to say a couple things, Heather. There's an extreme excitement to be involved here, to have a voice. He's like, yay, she knows him dead. Well, it's funny. You know he's on the other side now, so he can communicate and be involved again. Yeah. There was also a distance or a space that you didn't talk to him for a bit before he passed. I think he said that last time.
10 years, and then I found out, I had told everybody, and it'd been 8 months, and nobody knew.
He's showing me thank you for, did you write or draw something for him recently?
I wrote, a memoriam on his website.
There you go.
But, yeah. I don't know if it, anyway, go ahead.
Well, he's just showing me that he knows about that. He wants to validate. He's showing me thank you for what you wrote and how beautiful it was. Show this down. So the grandmother figure that's on the other side, she's been there a little bit longer, hey?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 8, 9 years? 8 years, I think.
She's just excited about what you're doing. She's saying, every day we're making more changes going forward. Woohoo! I'm seeing the train whistle, boop, boop, which is like, get out of my way. Here I go. Does that make sense?
I put out a lot of applications for different things, like this TV show. I applied for $100,000 business pitch thing. I applied for a, residency at a university and stuff. So if that's what she means, I've been really trying to put things out there.
Full steam ahead, she's showing. She said, you're just, the only ingredient you're missing is prayer. Don't forget the power of prayer. That when you ask God to put it in his hands and help bring it into your world, that's where the magic happens. And it's interesting because she's like, I don't care if you believe in God or not. How can you believe in something if you don't pray and you don't see the magic of it? If you really want to believe in God, or you forget the actual term God, call him source, call him the thing that connects us all to each other, whatever that big giant energy is that pulses throughout the world, that connects us all together. Pray, because it can happen for you. It can move miracles and mountains. And like I said, I'm seeing the steam train, woo, like you're just barreling through. She said things are going to happen quicker than you expect. So
yeah.
Him and you getting sick is actually good timing, because I feel like you're going to get it out of the way, and then there's a bunch of excitement coming your way. I'm seeing celebration within the next month or two, so I think that's really good news, Heather. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, because I've been doing just a lot of little things. So. And
she goes, and she's like, it's not just that you're doing these things; it's that every time you do, you feel better. She's showing me the smile. She's like, Tracy, she's smiling again. Yay!
Yeah.
You've been starting to feel better. Aw.
Yeah, that's true.
Empowered again. You've been feeling like before, I feel like you came to see me, you were feeling like you had no power left in the world and everything was going on around you and there was nothing you could do to control it. And she's showing me now the perception of I'm in control of my world, and that is an empowered feeling which makes you feel safe. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, it doesn't make me want to work or put any effort in when I'm not in control. It really bothers me, actually, because it means like something could be my hard work is in somebody else's hands, and it just really bothers me because it's somebody else messing it up. It's not me. It's somebody else. But it's okay if it's me.
That's why she's like, full steam ahead. You're doing so great. Why does she keep showing me dishes? She's pulling her energy back. I feel like she just told you to go do those dishes, or you're doing the dishes, or there's something about doing the dishes.
Yeah, there's literally 3 like pots and pans with food in it, just looking gross on the counter right now.
And you walked into the kitchen, and as you're pulling your energy back, your grandma's like, by the way, tell her to do those dishes, hey?
I'm standing there in front of them, like literally with Lou on the counter with me. I've just been standing here the last minute.
You know, that's proof that your mom or that your grandma and your dad of sorts are both with you at this exact moment.
Yeah, well, that'd be cool if they join me in sweats. Like, I do ceremony and stuff too. I just don't do it as often as I should, and I think that's what she meant with praying, right?
There you go. She's saying, don't forget that these are all your tools, you know? Like, you've made the right steps, you've put out these applications and whatnot. Now you've got to remember prayer. That's the last step. It's like you put everything in the envelope. You can't mail it until you seal it. Prayer is what seals it.
Right. Yeah, and she's right. She's not wrong. I'm really bad for praying. I've always been bad for doing it. I've never really prayed, actually, and it was like a big conscious effort for me to start doing it.
You know what? I just actually have been teaching myself this last year or two. Spirituality was kind of abused for me as a child. People used it as a weapon to control. So it was something I was always very wary of, but yet at the same time very aware, because I can feel God. I can feel the source. I can feel other people around me. So it was a very confusing place for me, actually, until I started doing this work and I started relearning to teach myself to pray. And the thing that you're going to learn and that you're going to see is that when you pray, things happen. They just do.
I seen it happen when I started doing ceremony and sweat lodges.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like there was no doubt in my mind of what had happened, right? And
so just remember that and keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing a great job. And your son's going to be fine. Just hide the Easter chocolate.
Wow, he only had one of those, half a piece of that chocolate, I swear, and it really messed him up.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much, Jared. This is awesome. So awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great rest of your week, okay?
You too. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, we can take one more. And don't forget, you guys, I have a live event at the King George Masonic Hall this Sunday. It's this Sunday, you guys. We're like half sold out. That's it. Half sold out. I don't think I've ever only been half sold out at this point in time. I need your help, you guys. I need your help. Okay. Here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You're live with Tracy. Do you have a membership?
Yes, it's Janelle.
Janelle.
I just signed up on Monday.
I was going to say, you're my other new person, aren't you? Actually,
I am.
You're the person, I should have looked when you called. Actually, I didn't. You're the person that was calling from Wetaskiwin before that called a couple of times on Members Day?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, all right. So, you got energy around you, Janelle.
Oh, I feel it.
See, there was 2 new members that had never had readings before, and that I woke up with your guys' excitement. You woke up going, today's the day, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I've been waiting for 9 o'clock to come for a while.
Okay, so let's do this. So if I can get you to sit somewhere where you're comfortable, put both feet flat on the floor, and then I want you to close your eyes. And when I'm done talking, I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me 1 minute to focus.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, so Janelle, have you, even though this is like your first reading for a member, have you heard me describe how I read before?
A little bit, yes.
Okay, because it's important that you understand that we have to work together to understand these messages, because they're not for me, right? So
Right.
My job is the medium to bring them to you, and we have to work together to understand them.
Okay.
So when you do the grounding exercise, it's kind of like I see the stage curtain open, and then I call it the puzzle dump because there's this overwhelming amount of information that just comes at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you what I'm seeing, and then we'll go back and figure out how it fits after, okay?
Okay.
So right away, I'm very aware that there's two people that come forward holding hands. That's my symbol that they were together here in the physical world. I think it's your grandparents, to be honest with you, because they're taking me one above, and then they're showing me they have the person underneath of them with them, and I'm hearing daddy's hands, which is my symbol for father figure, or someone who's on dad's side of the family. So okay, so hold on a second. There's something about distance or space. Interesting. Slow down. So it's just these two people. Okay, slow down, you guys. I can't go that fast. So there's these two people holding hands with the person that's underneath of them. And then there's somebody over here going, but I want my turn as well. This lady, I'm not sure who she is yet. And I keep getting mom, 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 mom. So I think this is either like on mom's side of the family. But you guys got to slow down one at a time. So I want to go to the two people holding hands. Is both dad's parents on the other side, hun?
No.
So you have one set of grandparents that are both on the other side?
Great grandparents.
Did you know them here in the physical world?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, because they feel like they know you. It's not like they don't know you. These people know you because they're coming forward with a whole lot of love. But they're also showing me distance or space, so somebody's been there for quite some time. Actually, they're putting a bit of a distance in between the both of them. Like, I feel like it's interesting. See, they're going so fast. When people put distance or space between their passing, it either means that there was a long time in between when they passed from each other, or it means that it felt like an eternity. And that's kind of, I think it's, if I'm hearing this correctly, it may have only been 4 or 5 years in between when they passed. However, they're making me feel like it was an eternity, that they were separated or something.
It was about a year in between, but they were in their 90s and they were together for 70 years, so I imagine a year would feel like forever.
Woo! I just got goosebumps up and down my entire body. Because that's exactly, as you said, they were together for like 70 years. I heard the grandpa go, exactly, so even 1 second is too long without her.
Yeah.
He's like showing me the greatest love story. These are not just people that tolerated each other. These are people that absolutely adored each other.
Yes, absolutely.
There's still so much in love on that side. Slow this down. So they're bringing forward the person that's underneath of them. So is this your grandfather that's on the other side?
Would it be my grandma?
It could be. I just know it's the person that's underneath of them, and then all I hear from that person is grandpa, 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 grandpa. So I might think automatically that this would be grandpa coming through, but what usually happens is when you say, could it be grandma? I see the female figure, and I still hear grandpa, 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 because that's what she wants to talk about. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because she's offering reassurance, hun. She's saying, could you please let them know that they're doing a better job than they think they are? And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she's trying to take the worry out because somebody's worried that they're not caring for grandpa as good as that they should be, or there's somebody's worried that they're not doing enough. And grandma is like over emphasizing gratitude and a thank you. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Grandpa's been in the hospital for about 3 months now.
That's why she's screaming, grandpa, 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 as she's coming forward. And she's thanking you guys all. Like, I'm seeing shift work. So you guys don't leave him alone. You try not to. You take turns going to see him, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do I feel like his room's a forest? She's like, no more flowers. Have people been bringing him flowers or something? Like lots of them?
Not really.
Why is she specifically showing me? So this is very specific. So I could be misinterpreting it, but she's being very specific. So she's showing me getting rid of the flowers or no flowers, no more, no more. I don't know what this means.
Oh.
Did somebody try to send him flowers and he wasn't allowed to have them in his room, or he didn't want them, or what is that?
Not that I know of. I know he had like one little flower that someone had brought. But he hasn't. No, we haven't done much for flowers because he's allergic to everything too. So.
Oh, that's why. See, I don't know what it means, right? But it's personal to you. And so she's taken me into the hospital room, and she's like, no flowers, no flowers. And she's like, get up, get him out of here. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? And as soon as you say he's allergic to everything, she's like, ding, 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 ding.
Oh, wow.
So see, what the reason why they're bringing this stuff up is because Spirit has the unique ability to be able to hear our thoughts on the other side. Right. So then, even as I'm saying this, she's showing me distance or space. So somebody is a distance away and can't get there all of the time to be with Grandpa. So somebody has thought of sending flowers. And Grandma's going, don't you dare. Because he's allergic.
Oh, okay.
That's why, see, she's coming in saying he knows that you guys are all there. He knows. And she's showing me the communication. Is he having trouble communicating sometimes?
Yes.
That's why she's showing that he knows that you guys are all there, that you're doing enough. She doesn't want somebody to feel like they have to send flowers or do something to let him know that they're there. Who's the person that's far away? She keeps talking about this. Somebody
Is it his son, my uncle?
That would make sense to me. And he's feeling really bad that he can't get here right now, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Sew this down. Sew this down, sew this down. Oh, your grandma is by his side, I have to say. It's funny because she's showing me the parallel from her parents to her. So yes. I'm seeing that she had very much a similar relationship with your grandfather as her parents had together.
Yes.
Very much in love.
Very much.
So she says, you guys need to know that she's in that hospital room every single day, that she doesn't leave his side.
Okay. That's good.
It's funny. I'm seeing him pushing away food as well.
Yes.
How does that make sense?
He was really struggling with food, and so he's recently gotten a feeding tube.
There you go. See, she's funny, your grandma. She's like, see, I know what I'm talking about.
Yep, she does.
Oh, she loves you. She just went and kissed your cheek, and she's like, look at how beautiful you are. Look at how beautiful. She's like, Tracy, do you see how beautiful she is? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't see anything. And she's like, what did you do with your hair? Oh, my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. You've changed your hair.
It's a little bit darker than before.
She's overwhelming. It's funny because I feel like she wouldn't have liked it so much here in the physical world or whatnot. No. But on the other side, she's going, oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Why is she making me hear wedding bells?
Oh, we have two of my cousins are getting married this summer.
She's very excited. And for the one, I almost see gossip. Like, we wondered if it was ever going to happen, Tracy.
Probably.
Like, I feel like she's gossiping with the other people on the other side. Like, well, it's about time. We wondered if that was ever going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, they had been, the one had been together. Well, they've both been together for several years. So, and then one's moving really fast into this wedding. So, and her sister got married last year.
She's playing that song in my head. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes blah, 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 and the baby carriage.
Yay!
So she's emphasizing they will have children. Were they struggling with that? Was it something that they were hoping to do? I feel like very purposefully planned. So I don't know if that means that they've been together for a long time and chose not to have kids before they were married and now they're going to get married and have babies, or if they're rushing this to get married because they're going to have a baby and they're not telling anyone.
Oh, maybe.
I just know baby, 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 and she's kind of singing that song and teasing with a wink because she knows things on that side. Your grandmother very much likes to know everything, hey?
Yes.
She's very proud of being the fly on the wall. She's like, I know what's going on.
Oh boy.
She's like, I know everything that's going on.
All right. That's interesting.
She shows the hands coming together and the white ribbon going around the hands, which is my symbol for harmony. And then she kissed your cheek. Are you in a relationship right now?
Yes.
And this is going really well, correct? Are you married?
Yes. Yes.
You are married. Because there's a feeling, because she's putting the white ribbon. The white ribbon is my symbol for harmony. And she kissed your cheek in a sense of, oh, look at you go, girl. I'm so proud of you. Because she's showing me a merging, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? A balance between home and work. And she's just talking, I feel this absolute peace, this enjoyment, this love for my life. And she wants you to know that she knows what's going on. She knows how you're succeeding right now, how you've got this balance in love and life, and how incredibly proud she is of you. Do you have kids, hon?
I do.
Is there 2?
Yes.
Because she's showing me the 2 kids, the mom, the career. You work as well, correct?
No. We have like a little hobby farm, so I deal with that, and then my husband works away.
She's like, since when is being a mom not work?
Oh.
And that's why she's saying it that way too. She's going up here. Okay. So she's going to your head, letting you know that she can see your thoughts. And I think that's the only thing that you beat up on yourself about sometimes, is that sometimes there's a feeling of, I didn't do this. My husband did this. Or like there's this feeling of maybe that you didn't contribute as much as you think you should have. And that's why she's emphasizing the kids and this feeling of working somewhere else, which when you say the hobby farm, I feel like that as much passion goes into that. And see, you have to understand that that has value, just as much value as the income your husband's bringing in, because it makes you feel joy and happy. And when you feel joy and happy, you can give that to your family. And then your family feels joy and happiness, and then they can go out and do what they need to do. And we all contribute in our own little way. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
She's so incredibly proud of you. She just kissed your mom. She's like, thank her for me. And she put the white blanket around her shoulders, which is my symbol for health or stress issues. Why do I feel like mom is stressed? Is this mom?
She is.
Is this mom's dad that's in the hospital?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm seeing, like, you can't really see this right now. You will when you watch it afterwards. I'm seeing the rubbing of the hands, and you know when people get really nervous, they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm seeing this energy around mom. And so her mom is just going, breathe. Breathe. It's going to be okay. I'm here to get him. When he's ready to cross over, I will be the first face he sees. You guys don't have to worry about anything. You are doing an extraordinary job of going above and beyond to make sure that he's not lonely and he's not scared. And she's thanking you for that. You need to know that it matters and it's making a difference.
It's good to know.
She's pulling her energy back, but as she does, I'm seeing a couple of animals. Do you have a dog and a cat on the other side?
Well, being on the acreage, we have a few cats, but we do have a dog.
She's very proud to be able to bring this dog through, and I'm feeling quicker unexpected. Did this dog, and tasting blood, did the dog pass unexpectedly or in a tragedy?
Yes.
Please know that your grandma has the dog on the other side and that he is perfectly okay. He's showing me the symbol for, look at me, I'm all in one piece, I'm perfectly okay. And then he does this, which he needs you to know. This is a boy dog or a girl dog?
A boy.
Okay, because I can't see the sex, so I feel bad if I'm calling her a she or him a her. So, but he's showing me that he's not broken on the other side. So he must have had a broken leg, or he must have looked pretty bad after this, because he's showing me that he doesn't look like that on the other side. He's very free on that side. Was this kind of a bigger dog?
Yes.
He's got like gorgeous coat on him, hey? Like yes. I see this silky fur, like beautiful.
Yeah, he was a good looking pup.
He's still with you guys. He loved his life. He may not have been with you an extraordinarily long time, but he's talking about that he had the best quality of life you could ever imagine.
Oh, that's good.
No, he's pulling his energy back. I hope this was helpful, hon.
It was, for sure.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to talking to you again now that you have a membership. The next 6 months, we can do this again.
Can't wait.
Awesome. Well, you have a great rest of your week, okay, hon?
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys. I have a very busy day, so I have to run, but I will be back again for members Monday and again on Wednesday. And also for any members who cannot be here on the weekdays who are watching this later going, dang you, Tracy, thanks for changing it on me. Please know that I will be live Saturday, May 4th, I believe it is. Double check it, but the first weekend in Saturday, or pardon me, the first weekend in May, the first Saturday in May, I will be live for members only for all of you who cannot call in to the weekday show. Members used to be only on weekends, but I changed it to open it up so that you can get more messages than you normally would. So if I missed you today, unfortunately, we just ran out of time. Please give me a call back on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. Members can call in anytime. That's the beauty. And otherwise, for everybody, if you don't have a membership, meet me back here tomorrow. I'll see you then. And like I said, you guys, don't forget to get your membership, or not your membership, your tickets for the event at the end of the month. It is so much cooler in person when you get to experience everybody's story with them. It's a very exciting experience. I love it. And I think everybody who's come to see it so far has loved it. So join us this Sunday. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Take care.